y'all are watching this video and you're thinking, damn, you're mad late on these opinions. I was gonna name this my unpopular opinion because technically this is my opinion that nobody really asked for. But seeing that these are opinions that y'all have talked about, social media has talked about, these are popular topics that have been talked about, and I'm just mad late on it. Just leave me alone. I want to talk about the first thing. And don't mind me, I'm looking at my computer. I have notes written down, and I got me some spaghetti. I put a whole bunch of basil. All lives matter or Black Lives Matter. My opinion on that. If I would have to say, in order for all lives to matter, Black lives have to matter. And it's all because we have a systemic all because of systemic racism. If you don't know what that means, it's basically like America is filled with racist people, that given it being a racist country. And we have systemic racism, which is like anywhere from an office, a company, a restaurant, it can have a racism. Systemic racism. And I've known plenty of companies that won't hire because of the color of your skin. Or two, they'll give people shit for just because of their hair. And I know you're thinking, oh, it's just hair. But like, when a person tells you you can't wear your hair a certain way, like how African Americans, they can't wear their hair like their natural hair, they have to straighten it. It's like that's pretty fucked up. And we have systemic racism in our country, or racism in companies, offices, and like all these restaurants. Not all restaurants. There are certain restaurants that are like they're accepting, but I've known of like companies and restaurants that have been like discriminative towards like just because of the color of your skin. I know I'm just like looking at my notes if you're wondering. I know I just said that. I think in order for Black lives, for us to become a whole, in order for us to become a whole and, how do you call it, support All Lives Matter, we have to support the lives of and honor the lives of Blacks, including the trans Blacks and gay Blacks, trans that are Black and gays that are Black. Like, y'all say you are for all lives matter, but yet y'all are forgetting about these people, these kids that are in cages, these trans that are killed for being trans, gays being killed for being gay. Like, did y'all read about that? He was I think it was a trans man. He was killed by a police officer. I'm not sure if it was because he was trans, but it's still like fucked up how he happened to be trans and he was killed by the police. It's honestly, it's fucked up. And oh, his name, I have it right here down. I'm messy, I'm sorry. A Black man, trans man by the name Tony McDade, age 38, was killed by the police. So, and have, like, if y'all wondering where I'm getting this information, I will put these down in the description down below so you guys can check that out. It's true that 38 trans lives,
you fucking chooch, is 26 trans lives
of color
that were killed.
Mostly of
Get
color.
Get it right, bitch.
In
order
blacks,
for all lives to matter, black, trans, and gay lives need to matter first.
Just 2020. That is 38 trans lives.
I didn't realize I made this mistake again. Once again, it is 26 trans lives taken.
I think in order
38.
for us to say all lives matter, we have to arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor, get justice for Ahmaud Arbery, because these people were killed for no reason. Ahmaud was only jogging, and he was judged and discriminated just for the color of his skin, just because these officers assumed he was a suspect they were looking into. Like, that screams hate crime to me. I don't know about y'all, but that screams hate crime to me. Or Breonna Taylor, these ununiformed officers, they go inside her house and they end up killing her, like, for no reason. Or George Floyd. I know some of y'all like to say, oh, but he was a criminal. He was a criminal. Okay, you're bringing out his past. Why? How does him being a criminal have to do with how he was killed? Like, he was killed for a fake counterfeit $20 bill, and y'all saying he was a criminal? And he died all because he couldn't breathe. This officer had his knee on his neck. Y'all saying he was arresting arrest. I mean, shoot, I would too. Like, if an officer was having their neck, having their knee on my neck, how else do you think I would react? I'm not a smart person. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions. I don't quote myself as being a smart human being. I'm not. So y'all in the comments are saying, you're dumb, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about. You're right. I'm just giving out my opinion. Why do you think I have my computer here just reading my notes and what I wrote? I've experienced this. Well, technically it was my father. This was like years and years back. I would say I was about like 12, and my dad was like backing up, and this guy was saying, this white guy, I'm gonna call him a white supremacist. I don't give a fuck. This racist man, white man. He was saying that my father was, that like he hit his car. Which my father, him being, yes, I ain't gonna lie, my father is an immigrant. He came from Mexico over like 30 years ago. He's a good parker. He knows how to park well. And this man was saying that, oh, you almost hit my car, you hit my car, and like saying all this nonsense. Like, I was there. I witnessed this, and none of this that this guy was saying was true. And he wants to sit there and call my dad an immigrant or go back to your country, you don't belong here. Like, Really, dude? You go back to your country. Go back to Europe. This is not your land. This is the natives' land. Y'all just stole it. Like, y'all conquered it. And y'all stole it from the natives, so... Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Another popular opinion I want to talk about. I want to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith and the whole August Alsina thing. I wanted to talk about this because I've seen like all this misogynistic bullshit on TikTok of these so-called men. No, I'm gonna call them little boys because that's what they are. They're little boys making videos like thinking they're all like macho, saying, oh, I had 67 girls block me, I had 15 girls delete me, or I made 30 girls cry, or I had one girl delete her account. Like, what the fuck is your point? What was your point of that? You're just showing your misogynistic ways, your sexism tendencies, dude. Like, I don't understand, like, the point of that trend. What does that have to do with Will Smith? Like, these little boys that are doing this trend are like, oh, we're doing this for Will Smith. We're doing this for Will Smith. Like, y'all know Will Smith is against misogyny, right? He's against that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't he a feminist? I might be wrong on that, but I don't see the point of that fucking trend. Which is why I hate... Don't get me wrong, I like TikTok, but I hate seeing the racist and misogynistic bullshit on there. Like that type of content. And these little boys... I don't know what's up with y'all. My opinion on this Jada and Will Smith thing, I feel, yes, they put it out in the public. They addressed it, but they didn't really put out the their whole relationship out in the public. You know what I mean? Because I know some people like to say, if you didn't want it out in the public, why did you even mention it? And if it's out in the public, it's automatically everybody's business, and that's true. And I just feel like they only addressed it because people were probably like coming for their neck, and you know. My whole situation, my whole opinion on this, I feel like it's none of our concern. It's not our marriage. We should not worry about a marriage that is not even ours to begin with. Yes, they put that out there for them to address, and we as people on the internet, we do have the right to like give our thoughts on it, but technically we don't know their life. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. We don't know Will Smith's side of the situation. And I see it as like when these little boys do this stupid ass challenge, it's like, you don't know half of the story, so you don't know the other side of the story. And correct me if I'm wrong, when they went on the Red Table Talk show, they addressed that, I think it was Will Smith, he addressed that him and Jada were like on a pedestal on their marriage. Like, he was close to like divorcing her, and also too, I heard that they were in an open marriage or something. So if they're in an open marriage, how is that our business? How does that give us the right to be slut shaming her? And these little boys making these videos like, oh, This is for Will Smith and like practically shaming these girls. And for what? These girls have nothing to do with Will Smith, Jada's situation. Like, I don't know. I see it as if their marriage was like on a pedestal, he was close to divorcing her. I feel like, I'm gonna give my insight on this. I feel like she probably needed somebody to talk to. And seeing that August Alsina, I'm just saying what I think. I don't know the whole situation. Just putting my input on it. Maybe she needed somebody to talk to, and she didn't really have anybody to talk to because her husband's going through the same thing as her. Because yeah, they're in marriage together. You don't want to talk to I don't know. People say like, well, you should talk to your husband, your wife about your problems, but I understand like when married couples don't want to talk about it because it's like they're going through it again when they're talking to their significant other. That sounds dumb as fuck, but I see it as like she didn't want to go through what she's going through right now. She wanted to just like let it go for a little bit, and she just wanted somebody to talk to, somebody that would care about her, because in that moment she felt like she didn't have nobody to talk to, nobody that cared for her. And August Alsina was going through hardships as well, and he needed somebody to talk to, somebody that could be there for him in that moment too. And it happened. And I don't think that really gives us a right to like calling her a slut or, oh, she's a bad person. Like, we all make mistakes, and I know people need to be held accountable for shit that they do, but marriages aren't perfect, people aren't perfect. We should all be like held accountable, yes, but we all deserve a second chance. So that's what that is called. Same with the Nicole Avocado situation with him and Orlin. I see it as if a marriage doesn't work, don't try and push it to work. Because yes, y'all are going to go through hardships and all this, but don't try and push a marriage if it's not going to work. And I know y'all are seeing all his videos, and him and Orlin are like, oh, we're breaking up, we're getting a divorce. And you'll see like probably like 2 videos, 3 videos later, oh, we're making our marriage work. I don't see no problem with that, but when it's like every other day y'all are breaking up, or every other day you're all saying we're gonna get a divorce, and then the next day is like y'all are all good, I feel like, and everybody thinks this, that they're doing this for clout and for views. And if y'all really have this marriage like this, y'all need to call it quits already. And I know some people are like, but he doesn't want to, the reason why he doesn't leave is because he doesn't have like a green card or something, or he'll be sent back to Colombia with his family. Honestly, if I was Orlin in that situation, I would rather be sent back with my family. I wouldn't want to be in a marriage with somebody who is so problematic, and I don't know. That's just me. And the whole situation with Veronica Wang, why the heck is that shit being brought up again? And I know some of y'all are gonna be like defending her or defending him. I'm not on any side. Because yes, she shouldn't have done what she did with Shook Bang, and Yes, he was only getting his insight and what his thoughts on the whole situation. But I feel like none of them are innocent. She's not innocent. He's not innocent. I don't know. She just needs to let that shit go. If he said he's apologized through email, through videos, and let that shit go. And if you think his apology wasn't sincere, then talk to him off of social media. Don't do this shit over social media, because people are gonna think that, oh, you're doing it for clicks and views. Oh, your views are down. You're just doing it for clout. That's why you're having his name in your mouth. Like, well, people think that. If you have a problem with somebody, do it over the phone. You can talk in person, email. Don't do it over social media, YouTube, fucking Twitter. Don't. I never understand like people that do that. But like I said, it's, even though they put their business out there, we don't know the whole side. We don't know any of this. And what I say is like, it's none of my business. Do I agree that LGBT history should be taught in schools? And I know some parents are gonna be like, oh, my kid is too young. They shouldn't be learning this. Or, oh, you're just pushing sex on my kid. You're pushing the sexual agenda on my kid. Like, my kid's too young to be learning about sex. But mind you, I don't know if this is different for you guys, but when I was in 5th grade, we learned about our body, like periods and stuff. Like, changes that go through our body. Like, women get breasts, we have our periods, and you get hair in places. Wait, we learned that in 5th grade. And I believe it's either in 7th or 8th grade we learn about sex. And if you don't learn it in 7th or 8th grade, you'll learn it in high school. And that's the requirement is, I think by 8th grade, your kid has to learn about the LGBT history. And I think if y'all are having problems with LGBT history being taught, then y'all should have a problem about them teaching about sex ed in class, in school. If y'all are saying, oh, you're teaching my kid about sex, it's like, y'all children are learning about sex anyways. Sex ed, duh. Nowadays, these kids are smarter than you think. You think just because you disagree that it shouldn't be taught, that your kid is not going to learn about that anyways? When I came out, I was like 15. Nowadays, I know little kids are like 7, 8 years old. They know they're gay already. It's like, whoa. Y'all are very complex and very smart. You're smarter than you think. I think a parent does have the right to disagree on that. But why show your kid hatred? Don't have hatred in your heart and then there teach it to your kid. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with people being gay, but you should at least respect it. Respect that people are different and they're gonna love who they want to love. And I don't understand people that say this. I seen this. If you watch Choice, if you're like me and you watch Choice TV, Dustin Choice, I seen this comment that said, I accept gays, but I don't understand what's to be proud of. And that made me think, is like, what's not to be proud of? Be proud of to be who you are. Be proud to love who you want to love. Be proud to marry who you love. In certain states, you can marry who you want to marry who you love. Proud to have equal rights in certain states. Like, I know people like to say, like, oh, you guys don't have no history. And yes, we do. Just look up Marsha P. Jones. She was the first black trans activist. I believe, I don't remember what time it was, the year it was, but she was the first black trans activist to fight for civil rights. So you're saying all black lives matter, or all lives matter, but yet trans lives don't matter? Like, we're fighting for the same thing, to have equal rights. And you're saying that all lives matter, all black lives matter, but yet don't support the lives of trans or gays, especially when they are black or people of color. Like, just because trans people didn't have to go through 400 years of slavery, segregation, which you don't know that. There could have been people that were gay and in the closet because they're too scared. Because for one, they were black in America, let alone being gay. Like, I don't know. I just feel there are a lot of reasons to be proud of being trans, being gay, to be proud of who you are, and proud to be accepted by people. And I know not many people accept you, but there are many reasons why you should be proud of being gay and trans. If y'all want to know more about Marsha P. Jones, you can go down in the description down below. I'll have that in the link down below. There is a documentary about her on Netflix. I will put those links down there. And there's this other documentaries called Disclosure. It talks about like the hardships of trans, and if you don't really know the history behind like trans, gays, and you want to know more about that, I will put those links down in the description down below, those documentaries. I just feel like parents, I get sometimes it's because of religion, but your parents should be accepting, because you don't know if your child is going to meet people that are gay and trans, and they're going to wonder like, why is that person different? And then they see everything and hear everything that the parents teach them, and they're going to have hatred towards their classmate because their parents decide to show hatred towards these people that are just trying to be themselves. And so who knows, your kid can end up being in the LGBT community and have resentment towards you, because you as a parent think it's okay to spread hatred just because a person's different and you don't agree with their agenda. And people like to say, oh, you're shoving it down our throats, or oh, it's the gay agendas. Like, you know a person can't turn another person gay, right? That's, if you're gay, that's who you've been all along. It's not like, oh, I go outside and I'm straight again. Or say, example, like your neighbor, you know your neighbor is, you know this person all your life, and automatically they're gay. Like, that doesn't happen. They're gay their whole life. They just finally coming out and like accepting who they are. It's not like I freaking go outside and I'm automatically straight. Like, it doesn't happen like that. Freaking straggots. Yeah, I feel like y'all should spread love, positivity instead of hatred and disrespectfulness. Like, have respect and love for people, whether they're different or not. Like, I think what I think. And two, I disagree with, like, how do people say, oh, I accept gays, or I don't have a problem with gays, yet when it's convenient to you, you'll say, but I don't want my kid to be gay. I don't want my kid to turn out gay. Like, that's any of your decision. I know it's your kid, but it's not your decision to make. Or two, like, y'all say you care about gays and trans, but yet y'all don't care when we are getting discriminated against in restaurants that can deny us service, or homeless shelters can deny us service just for being who we are. Okay, yeah, you really support us. I see that. Oh, my spaghetti got cold. But yeah, like I said, spread love. Be respectful towards people. Treat people how you want to be treated. Whether you agree with their beliefs or not, still respect them. Be safe, guys. The reason why I say is be safe because I've been seeing these videos on TikTok where human traffickers will have these tactics. For example, like, there was this one TikTok I seen of this girl where there was like 2 rip ties. The car was right here, and then there was another car, and the rip ties were like tied against the mirrors. And that's what human traffickers do. They'll use it as a distraction, and by the time you like look in your purse to like find something to cut it, like, they'll take that opportunity to like snatch your ass, dude. It was like, they use it as a distraction. So I tell each and every one of you, gender neutral, or anybody, this is not towards men or women, this is towards both of y'all, including your children, is to be safe, because there are sickles like this that are human trafficking, especially with women and children. And I had this encounter. Me and my sister, we went to the pool. I believe this was like, if you're watching this, probably watching this by Friday. This was 4 days ago. So on Monday, we went to the park. Well, we went to the pool, but then my little nephew wanted to go to the park. Because supposedly they closed the pool to clean because of Corona. And we went to the park. And we played at the park for a little bit. And then my nephew wanted to go check out the skaters at the skate park. And I went to go sit down. There was like a whole bunch of like tables. Like there was a table here, a table behind that table, and then a table right there, a table next to me, and then like there was like probably like a few tables like scattered, like kind of next to each other. And this guy, I would say he was around probably like a few years older than me. I'd say like 26, maybe 25. And he sat like a good distance away from us. I would say this is me and my sister, and I'd say he was like probably like a good 7 feet away. And he approached my sister, and he was sitting at the table, and he was saying, "Oh, cute kid, is that your kid? He's cute." And I thought it was weird. And I know some of y'all are gonna say, "How's that weird?" He's just complimenting. But like he kept saying like, "Oh, cute little sucker. He's so handsome." Like the whole conversation, mind you, that was like a 15-minute conversation. And I felt unsettled because this man looked like he was about 25, and he said, "Oh, I miss my kids being this age." And he went to go say that his kids were like 23, and this dude looked hella young. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Give me a moment as I eat my spaghetti. Yeah, he just kept complimenting my nephew, saying, "Oh, he's a cute little sucker. He's so handsome." And I thought it was weird because, like, of course, like, a normal person will, like, comment, like, once or twice, but, like, "Oh, he's handsome. He's cute." But, like, the whole conversation, this was, like, maybe, like, a 10, 15-minute conversation. And he kept saying, "Oh, he's handsome. He's a cute little sucker." And once we left, I thought that was weird. He's like, "Bye, I love you." And I don't know, me and my sister, we thought it was weird. I was like, first of all, that's not even your child for you to be saying "I love you." So a child that you don't even know, that you just met like 10 minutes ago, and you're saying, "Bye, I love you." It's just like the tone of his voice, the way he said it, was like he was hella sad. It's like, "Bye, I love you." It's like, I even told my sister, I was like, I'm not a parent or anything, but that rubbed me the wrong way. Like, it made me feel uneasy. I know some of y'all are gonna say, like, "You're being dramatic," or, "Oh, what's wrong with that?" But I don't know. It's just that type of feeling I had in the pit of my stomach. Made me feel uneasy. Freaking spaghetti's cold. Look at this. Ugh. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and peace. All the information that I mentioned, it will be down in the description down below. And see you guys next time. Peace.